Incredible news has been announced by a team of astronomers and one of the most important discoveries of the decade. Using highly powerful telescopes from Earth, astronomers have been able to detect life in Venus, or possibly the closest thing next to life. How excited should we be? Do we know for sure whether there is life in Venus? Join us as we unveil the latest find and discuss the possibilities of life on Venus. It is exciting and surprising to many of us. Now we don't know what to expect from the news, but it certainly sounds promising. Now before we begin, if you like the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like, share, follow on Facebook to help the channel grow. The race to find alien life had already begun many years back, but this is the first time that we looked at Venus properly. Earlier, all the efforts were focused on finding alien life in different other planets, but we had ignored Venus. We'll come to the planets in just a second, but we thought that those planets have a better environment of hosting life if there is any other life apart from Earth in our galaxy. For years now, we have looked at Mars. The red planet has always been more favorable of hosting life than any other planet in our solar system. NASA has invested a lot on landing rovers and finding life on Mars, and we have never thought that life could exist in another planet like Venus due to its hellish conditions, and it has always been looked as a non-fit candidate for sustaining life. How bad is it in Venus? The surface temperature is around 460 degrees centigrade, enough to melt lead. And the surface pressure that you will feel is what you feel if you go down 1 kilometer under the ocean. Venus, the second planet in our solar system from the Sun, has a very acidic environment, and there is no way life could sustain in those harsh conditions. But everything begins to change when we leave the surface and go high up. When we go up 50 kilometers into the cloud, things start to look better. The temperature is kind of similar to that of Earth. The temperature is around 30 to 80 degrees centigrade. And in the Earth, in those regions, we have microbial life in the clouds, or bacteria, which rise up via the air currents, and they are called cloud creatures. If we consider similar bacteria to be present in the upper layers of atmosphere in Venus, then there should be a mechanism by which they should stay afloat. Now comes the point of the thickness of the atmosphere of Venus. Now Venus has a very thick atmosphere. The atmosphere is mainly made up of carbon dioxide, and the clouds are acidic, comprising of sulfuric acid. Most creatures and life would perish in those acidic environments. But there are some creatures who can survive in acidic environments, known as acidophiles. Recent researches also show that Venus had liquid water long time ago, and it seems that Venus could have maintained liquid water for around 3 billion years, only becoming uninhabitable 750 million years ago, which could have been due to any global catastrophic event in Venus like volcano or acid rain. Venus doesn't have tectonic plates like Earth, so the internal energy didn't have any way out other than getting accumulated and increasing over time, and then ripping apart the entire surface at one go. So coming back to the story again, astronomers pointed 2 telescopes at Venus in order to find something and debunk a theory. The astronomers used the telescope to observe wavelengths between the radio and the infrared spectrum. With the help of this telescope, they were able to detect the presence of a chemical called phosphine, a rare and toxic gas in the upper layers of atmosphere in Venus. Now we can all agree that phosphine has a biosignature and it is well known. But does this mean that there is presence of life in the upper layers of atmosphere in Venus? No, not really. It could be produced by some chemical reactions also, but the astronomers have stated that there are no chemical pathways to produce this without life signature. The clouds are so acidic that they would destroy any phosphine quickly, meaning that something must be actively forming it. And the amount of the gas found is such that it cannot be easily explained in any other way. The discovery is not a direct observation of life on another planet, but the sheer quantity of phosphine on Venus cannot be explained through any known process, leading researchers to believe that there is a sign of alien life in our solar system on Venus. In Earth, Phosphine is one of the most foul-smelling gases, with the odor of rotting fish, and is found in places such as pond slime and penguin dung. While it is made through some industrial processes, it is also created by anaerobic organisms, including bacteria and microbes. As a result, phosphine is thought to be an excellent biosignature or an indication of life. Experts in the past have suggested that discovery of phosphine in large quantities on other rocky planets would be a certain indicator of alien life, and now it has been found on Venus. The team can't explain the amount of phosphine that we have found through our current understanding of the planet. When we try to model what's happening in the atmosphere, volcanic activity, sunlight, or even lightning, nothing recreates the amount of phosphine gas that we have seen. The discovery came as something of an accident when researchers looked to carry out a test on whether it might be possible to detect phosphine in the environment of Venus as a way of establishing a technical baseline. And it turned from a let's try this, it's an interesting problem and we can set some parameters for what needs to be done into my goodness, we found it. What on earth does that mean? Scientists now hope to carry on further work to better understand the processes that are happening on Venus and whether there might be undiscovered explanation for the phosphine that does not point to alien life. This will include watching over Venus over time to understand whether the amount of phosphine alters throughout the year, and then they can look for trends or changes over time which could give a bit more clue from where the phosphine gas is coming from. But the most important work will be sending a spacecraft out to Venus to study the atmosphere directly by hovering in the clouds that could contain life and examining what could be found there. An absolutely perfect situation would be to launch a return mission which could bring back some of the atmosphere for study back on Earth in a ground lab. If any spacecraft can collect some samples of the environment and then bring it back to Earth, scientists will have a completely new world in their hands. Expected, any Venusian life is likely to be single-celled bacteria-like life form that live in the liquid droplets that make up the clouds hovering over the planet's surface. Those liquid droplets are made up of 90% sulfuric acid, about 1 billion times more acidic than even the most acidic environment on Earth. So it is likely to have substantial differences from anything that could be found on our planet. Scientists will also try to look and discover the underlying processes that allow life to thrive and reproduce by analyzing the DNA and protein structures of these living creatures. Do you feel that our neighboring planet could have any traces of life? If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and follow, like and share on Facebook.